If you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description and you'll find items such as this, a soy story. So once again, Toonami is up to their old shenanigans. Always find this interesting when Toonami's in a little bit of heat because of the way that they're treating anime adaptations on their channel, that being Cartoon Network. What really blows my mind, though, before we even talk about any of this, is why are people watching anime still on Toonami? They literally only show episodes once a week, dubbed, on Saturdays. Now, most of the time, when a show even gets to this point, it's already like 100 and something episodes deep. Look at Dragon Ball Super. They're a year behind. And that show's been done for over a year now. And they're like, well, people will wait. Why are people waiting? I don't understand. You can find it so easy on so many different platforms now. What are you waiting for? Anyway, I'm going to start this off with this tweet by this tough guy here. I wish current shonens like Fire Force didn't have random lewd scenes in them. It was a tired trope that should have died in the mid-2000s. The Fire Force OP is fire, though. And then people are arguing about why it's so great that anime is censored and how Japan culture should bow down and be the same as the Midwestern culture. These people are very ironic and strange. I say that because when it comes to these soft NPC people, it's usually about respecting culture, unless it doesn't align with their values, and then that's got to change to align with what they want. You can see what I'm saying. Like, look at this person, corporate goth. I honestly almost stopped watching Soul Eater because the first few episodes poured it on thick. That would have been such a shame because it's one of my favorite series now. We got somebody else coming in here actually making some common sense. No offense, but anime is not Marvel or Disney. Also, you focus too much on the lewd scenes rather than the story. Making too much sense. It's crazy. So anyway, let's get into the real story here. And that is Fire Force ecchi scenes censored on Toonami. Fire Force, known in Japan as, I'm not even going to read that. I'm just going to say Fire Force, has been censored on Toonami. 2 scenes in particular were edited out and changed to lessen the amount of fan service on display, resulting in some fans calling out Toonami for the censorship. And you're going to see in a minute that Toonami is going to deny that this happened, which is funny because we literally have them admitting that their ethics department are the people that were censoring Food Wars. So I'll show you that in a second. Basically, what's going on here is there's a scene between 2 characters, and the protagonist mistakenly touches the other one's tatas when she intercepted him. After backing away, she attempted to swing at him, but ends up falling, and it shows her her bum, and it looks like he's got his hands on it. They show the scene here. I obviously cannot play that scene. The censored version, though, is quite funny. So it ends up looking kind of worse. I think I can show this version, though.
You're talking to my captain like that, you jerk! My bad.
Oh!
It's not fair! What is my lucky lecture?
Oh, Toonami.
It ends up looking really weird because in this scene right here, you see how her eyes are like this, and then it cuts to them being open. You get to see him and her and what really happens, and that's his hands firmly planted on her chesticles. And that's completely removed. Are they going to remove all the fan service in this show? Because I got to tell you, there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit in Fire Force. A lot. More than I've seen in a while. And are they going to just edit this out of every episode now? We're just going to get some nerfed version? I mean, what's the point of even airing the show if you're going to just censor all of this stuff out? I mean, who do you think's up watching this Saturday nights? I think, Toonami starts around 10 o'clock. You can't just show the whole thing. It's just weird. Welcome to the new Puritan North America, everybody. The new Neo-Victorians. So anyway, they go on to say, that, as you can see, the Toonami version actually makes the scene look more lewd, since you don't see what happens. You just see her face expression, and then when she falls into his arms, the cutaway from him grabbing her behind, they next show her on the ground whining about it, and you have no idea what really happened because you don't see. You just literally see her eyes close and then open, and then she's whining. If anything, it makes her look crazy and weird, like she's blaming him for something that didn't even happen. Heck, they even have like a top in the background. So this is just weird. So one of the common causes of censorship actually making things seems worse than what they were. Obviously, fans were not pleased with the censorship, especially given that the episode aired late at night. It should have been allowed to show everything. And that's true. That's what I was saying. It should be allowed. It's not like this is a Saturday morning show. It's like 10 or 11 p.m. when they're showing these. So it really just doesn't make very much sense. This guy asked the same question that I was asking here. There were 2 scenes that were weirdly censored in tonight's Fire Force, and I'm curious if the edit was something ordered by WBBSNP or if it was a choice of Funimation to censor the scenes. I don't mind it. I'm just curious whose end it was on. And then Lord Death DeMarco comes in and says, I don't know why people keep asking this, but we are not editing the Fire Force episodes. So he says, well, it's definitely not Funimation. It has to be you guys or somebody higher up that took the scenes out. He says, it's not us. Believe it or don't. Well, I'm not sure we should believe it. Because if you look back here, Food Wars got the same treatment on Toonami by the Standards and Practices Department. So we have this quote here by Jason DeMarco, the same guy who's saying that this is not true. He says, I'll answer this for future posterity. I have nothing to do with any of the edits made to any of our shows. That's entirely in the hands of our Standards and Practices Department. I don't know why one scene may be edited and another may not. They tell us what needs to go. Sometimes we appeal, sometimes we win the appeal, and sometimes we don't. Either way, complaining to me about edits won't help you. Sorry. So did he forget he made this statement? Because the answer to this question is from a Q&A from July 14th, 2019. That's not even that long ago. And it's like, well, I forgot about that one. What are you doing, man? Of course, the internet always remembers. So I find it funny that he admits right here that they don't tell us, but he can appeal it. And now right here you're saying, it's not us. We have nothing to do with it. Clearly, though, your network has something to do with it. Why can't you just be transparent and say, hey, yeah, sorry, we didn't have anything to do with it. That's totally up to our Standards and Practices Department. I think people would understand that. But instead, you're just dodging it. It's really weird. So we have this person here. We're asking about the cha-cha groping scene, right? And the butt grab. Both parts were on Funimation's stream, but not Toonami's broadcast. They were cut from broadcast completely. So, a little strange. And apparently, DeMarco has opted not to respond any further about all this stuff, and he's just kind of gone quietly. Then they go on to talk about the Food Wars thing that I just pointed out there. So, really, what's the point of even airing this stuff? Really, what's the point of even watching it on Toonami? I still don't understand that. I'd really like to hear from you guys. Can you please tell me why you would rather watch it on Toonami versus, another way to watch this stuff where you don't have to deal with this? Because I would imagine most people that are up at 11 o'clock at night watching this are fully capable of watching this show and understanding what's going on and, not making a big deal about it. I don't know if Funimation's just trying to avoid direct fire from crazy NPCs like the guy that we just pointed out here who was going crazy saying we gotta get rid of them. We gotta get rid of them anime cha-chas. They gots to go. We don't want those in our life. I don't know, man. I have no idea what's wrong with these Puritans. The neo-Victorians, I gotta tell you. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this stuff. I find it very perplexing. Like, they're treating people like little children when clearly people are close to, if not already adults, watching this late nights. I don't understand why anyone's watching it in Toonami in the first place, like I said. If you choose to wait and watch the stuff on Toonami, please let me know why. I have no problem if that's what you want to do. Just give me a reason why. That's what I would like to know. Anyway, make sure you're still subscribed. Make sure you got that notification bell hit. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch, Yellow Flash Comics. Getting close to 1,000 over there. Really excited about that. Also, make sure you are still subscribed. I'm going to say it again because it's very important. Make sure you share the video. Any content creator that you like on YouTube, make sure you share their stuff. It's very important. It's pretty much what keeps us going now because YouTube's not doing it. They're not doing that for us anymore. It's up to you guys. And as long as you guys do that, all of your favorite content creators will be fine. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one.